remember that when we got married, we would need to be submissive or risk discipline from our husbands. As Marian said, the campaign this year to Orange the World carries a very strong message from the Secretary General of the United Nations. I will continue to project.
Yes. Okay. When he had mentioned, he made a statement saying that LGBT people are enemies of Islam. That created hatred. That created anger from the public towards the minorities. When we had a group of Madrampiks, or we call them young bikers, going around Trengganu beating up transgender women. I thought it would end there in our new government. Not just I, we the community was hoping that violence and hatred would end in this new era. However, I was wrong because we are continually being seen as being not a part of the society. We are continually being seen as being deviant. And that kind of hatred and fuel continues till today.
The point where you don't care if anyone would call you crazy for it. You might even hope that they do think you are, so that maybe it'll remind them not to do the same. It's not the worst thing that you fell for a loser, an abuser. It's worse to let them have any part of you after the relationship ends. You've done what you can, and now you deserve to heal. In order to heal your emotional wounds, you need to open it up, clean it, and medicate it. In just the same way you would heal your physical wounds. The only way to open up your emotional wounds is by facing the truth. The truth will set you free. And what's the truth? The truth is that you were abused, but it's not the truth that you must still suffer from it. Her rights in her own home or with the community. In my personal experience, I was not very well supported through this. I got the best support I could in a way that every support that I received were from actions that I had taken myself. I'm glad that I was able to share my story and to receive support, but what about other women who aren't able to do the same? We also need to speak up for them. Their safety is our issues too. So where did I get my help from? I got help from the emergency ward at a public hospital when I needed help, like physically. And to get out of the situation, as a Muslim, I went to Sisters in Islam to know the best way to get out of the situation. They gave me some tips on what I should and shouldn't do. And I also had civil lawyers and shower lawyers to help me get out of it too. After my experience, I gave myself a personal therapy of writing a book. And after writing the book, then I received support from Women's Aid Organization and Help University, amongst other activists.